Okay, so if you watched the last video, you know we talked about grounding, about safety, about how your body has to feel supported first before anything is really going to stick. So, once safety starts to settle in, the next thing that comes up is connection. And honestly, I think this is where most people realize the problem was never really motivation, it was the relationship. And I'm talking about the relationship with your body, because a lot of us don't really have a relationship with our body, or not a healthy relationship. It's more like we're always trying to manage it or fix it based off of what we see in commercial and mainstream, or we're trying to discipline it or push it harder and harder to its limit. Like, how many times have you told yourself, I need to work out today, even though your body was tired as hell? That's been me. Yeah. So we either force ourselves to do it and maybe hate every second of it. Although I've never worked out and hated it, but some people do, right? Or you just don't do it and then you beat yourself up about it all day or even the week, sometimes paralyzing yourself from even starting to work out. Yeah. But either way, your body's like, yeah, I don't feel safe here. And so it becomes another cycle. And over time, your body starts to connect certain dots. It starts to equate movement to punishment or rest to guilt. So even when you want to take care of yourself, right, your body tenses up instead of relaxing. But that's not you being inconsistent. That's a bad relationship dynamic, right? And it becomes a cycle. So instead of asking, how do I get myself to do more? Connection asks something a little simpler. Can I stop being mean to my body? Like, can I get curious instead of critical, nitpicking everything? This phase is about emotion, about compassion for self, about actually listening to yourself, because emotions don't just disappear because we try to ignore them. They show up in our body: the tight neck, shallow breathing, stiffness in the body, the feeling of, I don't even want to deal with this today, right? Because you're tired, your energy's drained. Connection is about noticing all of that without really trying to fix it right away. So instead of what's wrong with me, it's more like, okay, what's going on with me today? And when you do that consistently, your body begins to trust you again because you're listening. And this could look like a bit more softer, right? Physically, it could be softer, like stretching instead of forcing a workout, moving slower, allowing your breath to lead. It looks like stopping when your body says stop and moving when it actually wants to move. And this is where pleasure comes in, not in a weird way, just as feedback. You begin to learn what your body wants and what it wants and when it wants it, right? You start to realize, wow, I actually feel better after walking and stretching than I do after forcing myself to power through. That's your body talking. Now we know there is a place for more intense movement, and your body will tell you when you need a bit more. But once movement feels supportive instead of force, things start to shift. Your nervous system can chill out, right? And your mind can get quieter, and your body stops fighting consistency. Taking care of yourself doesn't have to be a battle, it doesn't have to feel like a battle anymore. It feels something like you and your body are doing this together. And you see, that's the thing. Consistency doesn't come from pushing harder, it comes when connection with self is restored.